All right, YouTube. It is shoulder day. Give me a second to get straight here. All right, so shoulder day. It's a day we've been working on for some time now as far as shoulder press goes. Forearms have been a little funny when doing our heavy sets of shoulder press. I don't know why, but I guess there's consequences to shoulder pressing, 100-pound dumbbells before maybe your forearms are warm enough. Something about like picking the dumbbell up and then twisting it to get it into the pressing motion. My forearms just don't like it, but I wanted to talk to you guys today about something really important, okay? You're working out, gaining weight, your muscles are getting bigger, you're getting stronger, all right? I'm primarily talking to people whose goal is that, all right? To get bigger, to get stronger. Your bodies are going to be changing, okay? A lot of weird things are going to be happening to you, all right? Your t-shirts aren't going to fit the same anymore, all right? Your appetite, it's going to be different. Your preferences in women are probably going to change, all right? These are all just natural occurrences that happen when you are a 200-plus pounder, and hell, even heavier when you get to the 260 club. Now, I'll share a little story with you guys, and maybe you'll believe me when I tell you I know what I'm talking about. When I was about 18, 19 years old, just graduated high school. For the longest time, I was relatively lean. I wasn't thin because I had muscle. I was lean, and I was tall, and I always wore a size large. Now, for the most part, for the entirety of my life, I've always been 6'1", but in my earlier 20s, I gained about an extra 2 inches. Now I'm 6'3". So where am I going with this? When I would go clothes shopping, I would buy shirts that were a size large, but I was no longer a size large individual. I was now a size extra large. Stay with me. When you wear the wrong size shirt, especially when that shirt is too small, it might make you feel like you're bigger, but it doesn't make you look like you're bigger, okay? There was a guy that I used to work with. What was his name? Rob Kennedy. Shout out to Rob if you're watching this video. Rob had a really good physique for his age. He was like 24, 25. And he loved to wear our company uniform shirts for the business that I worked for at the time, but too small, so that they were always tight on him, so that they always fit snug. And I could tell by the way that Rob walked. Rob thought that he was a 300-plus pounder. All right, I'm talking 6% body fat. All right, U.S. Men's Open Mr. Olympia status. But he looked like a little boy. He looked like a little kid whose mom had dressed him, whose parents couldn't afford to buy him new clothes because he's growing too quickly. All right. So, that being said, again, Rob, love you. If you're watching this, shout out to Rob. He's a great guy. But as you're working out and as you're getting bigger and as you're gaining muscle, you need to be aware of your size, your dimensions. People will work out and they'll gain size and strength and that kind of thing, but they won't change up their wardrobe. So you end up being a completely different dude. I mean, if you gain an extra 10, 20 pounds, arguably you're on the brink of being a completely different person, visually speaking. But so with that being said, why are you still wearing the same clothes that old you used to wear? I'm not saying throw those clothes away or forget about ever dressing like that ever again. all you need to do is you just need to adapt, you know. Life's all about adapting, changing, getting better. So, what you do, you go to the store, you know, work a few hours of overtime, and you buy new clothes. Now, how are you supposed to dress? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you're the kind of person whose goal it is to get bigger, stronger, which if you ask me is a really good goal, arguably should be everyone's goal, you're going to want to get a size higher than what you usually are, especially if you're much younger, like early 20s, late teens, mid-teens, that kind of thing, because the amount of growing that you're going to be doing each year is going to be insane. And so if you buy something that's your size right now, you're probably going to outgrow it, whether you realize it or not, in 6 to 12 months, especially if you're working out, especially if you're eating a lot with the intention to get bigger and gain muscle, gain strength. And so we're kind of delving into the realm of what's called body dysmorphia here. And it's where even though you weigh an extra 10 or 20 pounds more, you still view yourself in the mirror, or you feel that your body is the same as what it was when it was 10, 20 pounds lighter. Now, how do we combat this? How do we stay aware of this phenomenon? Well, that's why you weigh yourself every day, okay? Also, you need to be mindful of how your t-shirts and shorts and pants and those kinds of things are fitting when you put them on. Now, when it comes to today's fashion trends, all right, luckily, especially for lifters, oversized clothing's very in right now. So you can get away with buying a shirt that actually might be a little too big for you, and then people will understand, oh, he's a lifter. That's when it comes to shirts, though. When it comes to shorts, if you're someone who's actively been working out legs, okay, you're going to want to get a nice above-the-knee short. Don't care what style, don't care what color it is, okay? But we're not sagging our pants anymore. Lifters don't do that. You want to know why? Because our glutes are so freaking dominant and big that it would only make the waistband tighter to wear our pants like that. So, also, hear me out, not to be weird. When you work out and you gain muscle, you want to do it to the benefit of, being aesthetic, being stronger. Some of you probably don't care about aesthetics, but I think some of you probably care about getting a girlfriend, maybe, at some point. Or just overall looking better. I don't know if you have an Instagram page or, you got your own little social media thing going on. But I'm telling you, oversized t-shirt, shorts worn at the waist, not above the waist. This isn't 1950s. All right. And then I love flip-flops, but when it comes to shorts, that's not the play, unless you're at the beach. A nice, and I'm primarily talking again to lifters here, a nice mid to high ankle shoe will do world's difference for you as far as appearance goes, to kind of help close that gap between your feet and your shorts. So, what are some good mid to high top shoes that you can wear to go with this kind of outfit? Well, Nike obviously has some good options. There's a lot of basketball shoes. There's not really a specific style, shoe, version, what have you, that I can tell you to wear that will, do it for you. But I will say, Converse makes a pretty damn good shoe, especially for the gym. It's flat bottom, so it's going to be great for squats, and it's going to be good for balancing, and it's relatively adjustable as far as like the shape and contour of your foot. So they're going to fit nice and snug, but they're not going to be too tight, and they're not so stiff, but they do provide they hold their shape well. That's what I wear in the gym. That's what I wear out and about. It's just one step above, flip-flops, even though we are here in Florida and it does get hot. So keep that in mind. So that's just what I wanted to talk to you guys about today before we head into the gym. You know, as you get bigger, stronger, you might need to adjust like other things in your life, like the clothes that you're wearing, or at least the size of them, just so that we can kind of all, you know, not improve physically, but fashionably as well. Because when you're in the gym, you learn these valuable lessons of discipline, hard work, perseverance, failure, success, focus, time management, organization, all this stuff. Apply it to real life if you can. And start with, you know, showing, you know, dressing in such a way that's semi-flattering to what you've been working in the gym. So, you know, stop wearing shirts that are too tight. Stop wearing shorts that are too big. Stop wearing pants that, you know, sag too low. Stop wearing shoes that are too big for your feet or too small for your feet. Stop wearing flip-flops all the time. You can still wear flip-flops, just not all the time. And, you know, pretty much it. So that's it for this conversation. Let's get in the gym.
いいぞ特急、頑張れ頑張れ。まるで分かっていないな。いい機会だ、教えてやる。本物の技術というもの、領域展開。 領域展開。
Very, very good shoulder day. I say that because overall it was a good shoulder day, but for me, what made it particularly a good shoulder day was that I was able to successfully get my second set of a 100-pound dumbbell press in the set position. I don't know if you guys have watched my other shoulder day, but like for the last 2 shoulder days now, I did my first set relatively easily, some difficulty. But because of my forearms, for whatever reason, my forearms just hurting so bad, as if I was doing straight bar curls, that kind of pain that you get right here along your ulnar. Because of that pain, I literally could not get my second set of shoulder press in the set position. And I just absolutely, it really weighed on my mind. It kind of made me feel like I was regressing in my progress. Is my door open? It's this back door. Hopefully that doesn't come up on the mic, but whatever. So it made me feel like I was regressing in my progress as a lifter for my shoulders. But really and truly, my shoulders were fine. They weren't getting any weaker. They were, how in fact, being hindered by my forearms' lack of ability to move and stabilize that weight. I think it was a stabilization issue. Hang on a second. All right, sorry about that. So, when you're in the gym, and let's say that, you're usually able to do a certain amount of weight for a certain lift, but for whatever reason, this time around, you're unable to do the same amount of weight, whether it's because one reason or another, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't obsess over it. Adapt and react, or adapt and readjust rather. So if you usually do 135 and for some reason 135 it's just not happening on bench, do 125. There might be something incredibly small keeping you from doing the amount of weight that you're usually able to do. It could be lack of food, it could be lack of sleep, it could be lack of hydration, or you might be coming down with something. Is your throat a little bit scratchy? Is your nose a little bit stuffy? I know people who allergies alone prevent them from being able to be as strong as what they'd like to be some days in the gym when allergy season kicks up. So, don't let it mentally destroy you. There's people, they'll go to do a weight, they won't be able to do it even though they're usually able to do it, and then like that entire week they're convinced that they're weaker all around as far as their performance in the gym goes, and before you know it, they start lifting lighter weight more consistently because they've convinced themselves that they're now weaker because of one movement, because of one weight. So don't be that person. Try to take it nice and easy in the gym, and be patient too. People always want to, this day and age, instant gratification. They want to be able to incrementally increase their strength and weight every single week. To be fair, you can incrementally increase your own weight every single week, but you can't necessarily incrementally increase the weight that you move every week. Eventually, because of your age, biology, chemistry, DNA, hormones, what have you, even if everything was optimized, eventually you're going to plateau. Whether it's at, bench pressing 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 400 pounds, you name it. But when that happens, that's when you really, really find out, what lifting's all about for you, what working out really means for you. Is this just a fad? Is this just a phase that you're going through because you saw someone's videos online and you thought it looked cool and you wanted to be like them, and so you decided to, take up the hobby? Or is this something that you're looking to truthfully integrate into your life to better your health, both physically and mentally and emotionally, and to develop some real traits and factors that you can apply to the rest of your life, like discipline, consistency, hard work, that kind of stuff? I think personally the gym has prepared me more for life than school ever did, but that's my own experience. And I'm definitely not saying that you should not go to school, because you should. But if you find yourself plateauing, are you going to give up? Me personally, if I'm working out and I'm plateauing, I'm going to do everything that I can to try and make sure that I progress closer to my goal if I haven't already hit it. If I've plateaued at my goal, okay, great. If not, then there's work to be done. But to be honest, going to the gym I went to the gym for years without really tracking any kind of progress, making that much effort. And I was completely happy with it because the gym really wasn't so much a goal for me as it was just kind of a ritual that I did, as often as I could. It's kind of like taking a shower, You take a shower so that you don't smell bad and because hygienically it's good for you. But in hindsight, hundreds of years ago, people almost never bathed. It's kind of like the same way with the gym. I don't have to go to the gym, or in the past for me, it's different now because obviously I'm doing this, the content creation and the channel and trying to educate you guys on, my advice, my experience. But in the past, I just went to the gym just because it was the place I was most comfortable. My parents, they argued all the time. And occasionally that frustration and anger, whether, despite them trying to not let this happen, would be directed towards me in some of their disciplinary actions. And it just got to the point, especially right after high school, where, you're kind of at that stage where you're now an adult, but your parents still treat you like you're a kid, and you want more freedom, but they're still trying to keep you like under their control or under their guidance, whatever. I really found the gym became a home for me. It became like a church, if you will. And there'd be days where I just do my homework at the gym. I just hang out at the gym. I wouldn't even work out, and it became a safe space, I guess you could say, for me. And what I'm getting at is, if you're the kind of person who goes to the gym and the moment you hit a wall, or the moment you hit some sort of difficulty or failure, and you immediately collapse, or it puts you in a rut for like the next month, you really got to ask yourself, is that all the gym is to you, is just instant gratification, and then the moment that you don't get it, it all falls apart? Or is it something different for you? That's just what I think more people should ask themselves. So anyways, thanks for watching the video. If you guys like the video, please like the video. If you want to see more of this kind of content, by all means, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends. All I do is work out, give some advice. I'll answer whatever questions you guys got. I don't really get a lot of questions, but I'll do my best to answer whatever questions I do get in the comments section. But other than that, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are enjoying the gym. Hope you guys are making progress, getting stronger, gaining weight, eating your food, drinking your water, and getting good quality of sleep. So other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and thanks for watching. See you on the next one.